Alright, so I'm here with TYM's own Crazy Bone, winner of the main event for Mortal Monday 2. Big name on the West Coast that I'm sure you're all familiar with. So, how you doing, Crazy?
Good man. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I mean, now that we got this whole microphone situation sorted out, so should be pretty okay from here on.
Awesome.
So, first off, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? Like, about your tourney experience, tourneys you've gone to, characters you've been playing, and so on.
I've been actually playing since Wednesday Night Fights. My first major was Power Up, which was the first major for Mortal Kombat. My role on the West Coast is basically just, I try to attend as many events. I try and host a lot of local practice sessions to get the community together. As long as we keep this Mortal Kombat scene alive, we're not going anywhere.
That's definitely what we all want to see. So, I mean, that's shout outs to the West Coast. You guys in the West, you're need to get out there and make the West Coast scene as strong as the East Coast scene is. It's kind of lopsided right now, so you got to make sure you're doing your part.
Most definitely. I mean, right now, I guess after Evo, when Wednesday Night Fight stopped hosting Mortal Kombat, I think that was a problem for us. But we're doing our best right now. Hopefully we'll get a stream up soon. EGP, shout outs to EGP. They're really supporting us. They gave the Mortal Kombat community a home on Wednesdays, and as soon as we get that stream up, I'll post the link on TYM, and hope to see everybody watching us.
All right, so all you guys on the West Coast, if you can make it out there, I mean, definitely be on the lookout. All right, so so you were a tester for MK9 as well. So you were one of the first people to really get your hands in the game. What was that experience like for you?
It was a pretty good experience. I also got to meet a few new faces like Check, Shock. That was the first time I've met those guys. Great guys. It was pretty fun. Getting to actually play the game and see what the new system was going to be like, because that's actually something everybody was wondering, because MK9, when it was new, when the ads were up, and nobody had their hands in the game, they were like, oh, well, it's back to 2D, so this has to be good, right? Right? Yeah. So, I mean, as soon as I actually got a feel of the game, I was like, oh, this is going to be great. This is definitely tournament worthy.
Yeah, I can never hear the 2D announcement being like, that's weird. Wait, no, that could actually be pretty good.
Yeah.
So that's cool. You got to get to play the game while some of us were sitting at home going, I wonder if they're going to put a Cyborg Sub-Zero in this game. Ed Boon was kind of hitting at it, but I don't know.
Yeah, that was funny. And I couldn't say a word.
Couldn't say a word, yeah. I wish you had.
I wish you knew what I knew.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so you play Shoryuken on the regular, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he's actually my training partner over here on the West Coast. So, I mean, when we play, and you watch the matches, you could actually see both of us are in each other's heads. He basically knows my setups. I know his setups, so it's easier for both of us to get out of whatever we're doing. But yeah, definitely fun matches. Always have fun matches with him, and this definitely was one of them.
Oh, very nice. So, having gotten up against your share of pro players, how would you say that differs from playing like an unfamiliar opponent, somebody you don't know as well, where, the setups, basically you're not so transparent on both sides, he can't see through you, you can't see through him, and how does this differ from that, would you say?
Oh, well, I mean, when you're playing somebody, you've never really played before, you go to a tournament, and you're matched up against somebody who, I mean, he knows who you are, I guess, he knows the character that you're playing, but he doesn't know what you've trained for, So,
right.
I mean, I have a few setups with Cyrax, that a lot of people don't know about, and if I use them, they're pretty much going to be a bit confused, and especially with Cyrax, since he's such a high damage character, it's pretty easy to end your life. But when I play against someone like Shoryuken, he knows exactly what I'm going to do, so it's not as easy to pull it off on him.
So you don't really have that element of mystique there. You got to kind of get him with just raw outplaying.
Yeah, exactly. Mind games all day.
Mind games all day. Alright, so the Cyrax and Sub-Zero matchup has been a controversial subject over the past few months, especially with both characters showing off some, some flashy new resets that are about to get patched out, but they're here to stay for now. How do you feel about the matchup yourself?
Against Sub-Zero, when I play against Shoryuken, I'm always on my feet because he's always rushing me down, so I can't just sleep on him. As far as these matches, I wasn't using any resets because I know the patch is coming and I'm getting ready for devastation. So I'm trying my best to, be prepared for that in case that the patch comes. But be aware that if the patch doesn't come, I will be using resets all day.
Resets all day.
Play to win.
Aspiring winners of devastation. Look the fuck out.
Oh yeah. 73% all day.
Yeah, don't give him that 1% because then he'll get 73% out of it. Alright, so now I noticed that like 16-Bit, who played for the main event last week, you have a beard. Now 16-Bit lost to THTV in his set, but you managed to beat Shoryuken in yours, so was this like an attempt on your part to run it back for the guys with beards?
Hey man, that's how we do it.
That's how you do it, see?
That's how we do it, man. Cheapness all day.
Cheapness all day. That's a good point, actually. You got your Cyrax resets, he's got his fans. And actually, the aim is to have Krayzie Dominican play CD Jr. for the main event next week. And Krayzie Dominican does have somewhat of a beard. He also plays a cheap character, the same cheap character that 16-Bit plays. So hopefully he can hold on to the throne for you guys next week.
Yeah, it's the source of the power, man. People just don't know yet.
Man, I'm going to grow a beard. I'm going to find out like the cheesiest resets of Cyber Sub-Zero, and you guys are all on notice. That's exactly how it's going to be. All right, so with that out of the way, is there anything you'd like to say to your opponent?
Awesome games. I mean, I told him that in person because I think this is it's the second Mortal Monday, but like you got a taste of some offline. We actually talked about this because we're both on the West Coast. We're training partners. We often play together.
Right.
And we're like, why are we going to play online, man, when we could just play in person? So we did that, and, awesome games.
Yeah, in retrospect, that was kind of a silly question because, if there's anything you wanted to say to him, you could, get in your car and then say it to him. But,
exactly.
And is there anything you'd like to say to the people watching or any of the folks over on TYM?
Well, I'm hoping this Mortal Monday, it's looking really good. I hope everybody, gets into this and gets on a card and plays. It's very fun. I'll tell you that.
All right, so you heard it straight from Krayzie. And he's a mod, so if you disagree with him, he can ban you. All right, so that was our close-up with Krayzie Bone. Hope you enjoyed hearing his take on the matchup. Hope you enjoyed watching some reset-free Cyrax. And up next, we'll have an interview with his opponent, so don't go anywhere.